Have you ever dreamt about or seriously hankered after owning a farm or ranch property? An independent, off-grid lifestyle property. As a young person, I always wanted to do that, but somehow I let life squash that dream and I forgot all about it. Then in October 2024, I made it a reality. Today I'm going to lay out the business plan that achieved this goal for me. This is not an aren't I great story. Trust me, I am not great. This is a story of hope for you. If you have a similar dream, but you're starting from nowhere financially, and you have no real plan perhaps, that's number one, by the way. If you seriously have a dream, then you seriously need a plan. In February 2018, I arrived home to New Zealand after 7 years in the wilderness. Well, the UK. I was 45 years old. I'd been chasing the false dream for 20 years at that stage of being the first ever academic to become independently financial as an academic. No. I had worked in 11 universities or colleges on 4 different continents. I enjoyed a modicum of success in researching, publishing, teaching, and consulting. I had a failed marriage under my belt. I had very serious mental health and physical health problems, which I'll talk about in a bit. And the sum of my worldly possessions and goods were a guitar, a small yellow teddy bear. Oh yes, hello! Thank you, Ted. You go and do your thing, good boy. And about, less than 10,000 New Zealand dollars, with which to start all over again. Pim and I decided to settle in Nelson, New Zealand. We took jobs working shifts in factories. We started at a nutrition supplements manufacturer, and we did that for a while. I can't remember exactly how long. It seemed like forever. This covered rent and food, but really not much more. Pim eventually moved on to work in a fruit factory, and I eventually moved to the fruit juice factory. After a while, I'd had some problems with some of the people I was working with there. Go figure. And so I went to work in a sawmill instead. Whew. Pim was eventually offered a better role, more befitting her scientific background, in a factory that made omega-3 supplements. And by then I was building a YouTube channel a bit. But we weren't making any progress. We had no plan. We had no, this is how we're going to achieve any kind of anything. Really, we were just living hand to mouth, month by month. So we had no plan and no real hope. So how on earth did we get from there to buying a 45-acre property around 5 years later? B-plot. Way back in 2010, I was diagnosed with wet macular degeneration. This is a progressive eye disease, which invariably causes blindness. There is no cure, according to the medical profession, and the only course of action is to prepare oneself for blindness. I was 39 years old, and I was told to expect blindness by age 45. About that time, I'd quit my university job at that time because I was unwell mentally, let's be honest, and physically. And I took a part-time job working for a supplements company on their corporate staff. The job was to fly around the major centres in Australasia on a 2-week turnaround once every 2 months or so and train the sales force about this amazing product they had available. The sales force were a bunch of mom and dad independent business affiliates who were granted the rights to market this product for commissions. The product was an adult stem cell release agent. Basically, the pitch went something like this. Did you know your body renews and repairs itself using a system of adult stem cells, which unfortunately winds down as we age? Isn't that terrible? Luckily, there's a product that reverses this trend. Isn't that awesome? Basically, this was a product with very real potential to impact almost any health concern or condition. Strangely, after a year taking the company's product, my eyesight problem, which was incurable and progressive, and not only hadn't progressed, but was in fact cured. Totally. I still had to wear corrective lenses, as I still do today, but the progressive incurable eye disease was cured. Also, my mental health was under control. I actually restarted my academic career, which I thought I was never going to do. I had been very badly affected by anxiety disorder and several other related mental and physical health issues. So when I quit working for the corporate supplements company to move to the UK, I was offered a chance at that stage, around about 2011, to be one of those mom and dad affiliates who could market the products. To which I said, well, sure, but I never did market the products. Dial forward to 2020. I'd been home for 2 years, still broke, but I had managed to somehow garner around about 14,000 subscribers on YouTube, mostly by making videos raging and abusing people dishing out the standard nutrition disinformation. I had built a cult following by being a bit different. You don't know dick about f***. What's important to understand is that you don't understand dick about f***. You are an absolute ignorant monkey.
You are an absolute charlatan. You are a fool of the highest order.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the skinniest little c*** of all? The state of this woman. Goodness me. What are we looking at here? Come splatter. Once again, perhaps you better go and look in a fucking mirror. And indeed, anyone who's not a retarded goldfish who has more than 3 brain cells, Jason, understands this. You fucking moron! You retarded cum guzzler.
F***ing state of this boy, Jesus Christ.
Utter fucking spunk rags like this cock trumpet womble here.
What, are you retarded?
Spit it out, you mindless cunt, for fuck's sake. You've never been to fucking reality, have you? You wouldn't know it if I came and fucking sat on your face and wiggled. The fucking state of this man, for God's sake. Perhaps you could tell us how not to be a fat pig. It does no such thing, you ridiculous retard. You're a cock lunch. You are the most incredible trumpet, aren't you? You're also as arrogant and ignorant as Ergo, you are a pot. Oh, you're a fucking idiot. You really are an absolute idiot. Absolute ignorant little turd. You're an absolute ass monkey. You're a shit blanket. You're a trumpet of the highest order.
You fucking clown.
You're a muffin. You fucking cocksplat. You're a misanthropist. You absolute ignorant little turd. You're a liar.
That's an embarrassment to you, and to your family, and to your nation. and to humanity at large, as are you, son.
What an absolute bunch of monkeys. What a bunch of rags. All right. See you next time.
At this time, the world suddenly lost the plot, didn't it? Around about 2020 or so. The whole world went mad. There were lockdowns, people lost their businesses, their livelihoods, and worse. It was a bad time to be relying on social media for income. I had started doing one-on-one consultancies with folks, as the YouTube ad revenue was never going to cut it, so that's another hint. Discretionary spending of the kind really had dried up quite a bit, and I needed an answer for income. One day, in a fit of despair around how I was going to earn a living, I just decided that I was being selfish not sharing my knowledge about this product. So, I just said the following thing on my YouTube channel one day. Did you know your body renews and repairs itself using a system of adult stem cells? That unfortunately winds down as we age. Isn't that terrible? Luckily, there's a product that reverses this trend. Isn't that awesome? Here's where you get it from. The rest is history, folks. But why did this succeed? Why did that one decision to share what I knew change my entire life trajectory financially? And more to the point, what is stopping you from doing the same? We'll get to your common questions and objections regarding this in a bit, so bear with me. Here's why it worked. 1. I had built a relationship online with about 14,000 of you, based on trust, and based on you being able to rely on the stable character I was. Sure, my stock and trade in building that trust was supposed to be my academic background, but I don't believe that's what it was. I think it was the personal relationship I built with a few of you more than anything. 2. The product on offer is what it says it is. It is a world-leading nutraceutical technology which does exactly what it says it does. And these days has 2 support products, which vastly bolster the efficacy of the whole package. It's a great product that people need to know about. 3. While I do care deeply for all my followers and supporters, I choose to present this product opportunity as a, by the way, this product exists, and here's where you can get it from, if you want to. I.e., I pretend not to care whether you choose to buy it or not. Cerule Stem Enhance Ultra causes your body to release your own adult stem cells into circulation from storage. These adult stem cells can have some effect on inflammation directly. They can send self-destruct messages to cancer cells, for example, and they can and do become brand new cells of practically any kind the body needs when those cells are so worn out or tired as to need replacement or renewal with brand new ones. Isn't that awesome? Cerule Cyactive is a powerful anti-inflammatory which works on the most common inflammatory pathways and tones this down. We know that inflammation is ultimately behind heart disease, many forms of cancer, dementias, and diabetes. All the big killers. That said, inflammation also causes fibrin deposits in the smallest of your blood vessels. Fibrin is a cotton wool-like plug which allows plasma to flow but blocks anything like bacteria, red cells, white cells, and stem cells. So, Cyactive helps reduce this problem. Finally, we have plasma flow, which is an enzyme preparation that eats fibrin. I therefore strongly advise all my followers to take a monthly wellness pack of these 3 Cerule products. If you'd like to purchase this pack, you can do so here. However, I really don't want you paying for this wellness pack. You too can be an independent Cerule business owner by choosing that when you follow this link. When you become a Cerule independent business owner, you qualify for 3 and free, which in the most basic terms is advise 3 people that Cerule wellness packs exist and that they can purchase this through your affiliate link if they want to. And then you get yours for free when you have 3 people that decide they want to. Awesome, huh? Over and above that, if you're diligent and consistent with telling people that Cerule wellness packs exist, you can earn commissions from people that decide they want to purchase one. Can you make a living doing that? Well, I bought a farm. Now, here are your most common objections to what I've been saying. Number 1. Oh yes, so this is pyramid selling. No, in this business, you get paid exactly what your efforts are worth by the company, not by anybody else. We all work on the same pay plan as independent business owners affiliated to the company. So that's not how it works in your job, is it? In your job, they take advantage of you. You are exploited. Otherwise, what's the point of them employing you? So no, this is not pyramid selling. Number 2, I don't want to be a salesperson. Awesome? Me neither. I just tell people that Cerule wellness packs exist, and here's where you can get them, if you want to. Number 3, if the carnivore diet is so good, why do I need Cerule wellness packs? Well, that's because the carnivore diet cannot do what the Cerule wellness pack products can do. Carnivore is awesome, but it's not a panacea. Cerule wellness packs are nutraceuticals. They are not nutritional supplements, per se. Number 4. It's okay for you, meaning me. You have a scientific background. People trust you. Well, you too can build trust with a select audience who believe in you, if you want to. You don't need a specific background to tell your Cerule story. People will buy your belief and your passion. Number 5. Network marketing has a bad reputation. Yes. So what? If Cerule chose to market their products in the traditional manner, the opportunity for you to buy your farm or achieve whatever your goal is would not exist here, and you'd have to find it somewhere else. That'd be sad, wouldn't it? Number 6. Aren't Cerule products plant-based? Nope. The active ingredients for Cerule products do not come from plants. They come from cyanobacteria. These are acceptable to vegans because they're not animal products. They're also acceptable to carnivores because they're not plants either. Isn't that awesome? Sure, there are a few herbal extracts in the plasma flow product, but nearly none, and the benefit still vastly outweighs any problems for almost everyone. There you go. That is a plan mapped out for you by which you can achieve your health-related goals and your financial goals with one tool. I'm here to provide ongoing training to those who share this vision and who join my team. Select Join Us Now, and I want to be an independent business owner. Everyone else can keep in touch with me here. If none of this was of any interest to you whatsoever, watch this.